Hello, Magpies! We've got some fantastic news to discuss today. And trust me, you'll love hearing this. One of our most loyal and trusted players, Martin Dubravka, has officially signed a new contract with Newcastle United. The club made the announcement on Thursday afternoon, confirming that our 36-year-old shot stopper is here to stay. Now, they haven't revealed the exact length of the new contract, but what truly matters is that Dubravka's future remains at St James Park. He was initially set to see his current deal expire on June 30th, 2025, but that's no longer a concern. Our Slovakian wall between the sticks is committed to the club, and that's a massive boost for us moving forward. Dubravka's journey with the Toon began back in January 2018 when he arrived on loan. And what a way to introduce himself. His debut was a memorable 1-0 victory against Manchester United. That performance alone convinced the club to sign him permanently in the summer of 2018. Since then, he's been a crucial figure for Newcastle, delivering key performances season after season. This season, Dubravka has featured in 14 matches across all competitions, and he's been nothing short of brilliant. 7 clean sheets, and even an award-winning save. Yes, you heard that right. He bagged the Premier League's Save of the Month in December for an outstanding stop against Wolves at St James's Park. That's the kind of quality he brings to our squad. Speaking about his new contract, Dubravka made it clear how much this club means to him. He had a great conversation with Eddie Howe and the sporting director, and they all agreed that staying at Newcastle was the best option. In his own words, he's got a deep connection with the club, the staff, and most importantly, the fans. Even his children were born here, so they're officially Geordies now. That just shows how much Newcastle has become a part of his life. For Dubravka, the excitement isn't just about his contract extension. It's also about where the team is right now. He knows we're in a strong position in the league and fighting in 2 cup competitions, making this an incredibly thrilling period for Newcastle United. Eddie Howe, as expected, had nothing but praise for Dubravka. Our head coach described him as a high-quality goalkeeper who has consistently delivered for Newcastle over the years. And let's not forget the resilience he's shown. There were offers for him to move on in January, but instead of letting it become a distraction, he stayed focused, gave his best, and proved his value. Howe made it clear. The club is delighted to have Dubravka continue with us. Now, let's take a moment to appreciate just how important Dubravka has been for us. Over the years, he's been reliable, fearless, and always ready to step up when we needed him most. He's had tough competition, especially with Nick Pope in the squad, but every time he's been called upon, he's performed at the highest level. His shot-stopping abilities, his composure under pressure, and his leadership from the back have been instrumental for Newcastle. He's one of those players who doesn't just play for the club. He plays for the badge, for the fans, and for the city. That's the kind of dedication you want in a Newcastle United player. This contract extension is a statement. It shows that Dubravka isn't just a backup keeper or someone filling a gap. He's an integral part of this squad. Whether he's starting or providing depth to our goalkeeping department, having him in the squad is a huge win for Newcastle United. So, Magpies, let's celebrate this moment. Dubravka staying is just another example of how committed we are to keeping quality players who love this club. That's all for this part, but don't go anywhere. We've got even more exciting Newcastle United news coming up. Stay tuned as we dive into the incredible form of Bruno Guimaraes and why he's doing something no other player in the Premier League can match. Now, on to more fantastic news. Bruno Guimaraes is showing exactly why he's one of the most crucial players in our squad. The Brazilian maestro has taken his game to another level this season, playing a role that no one in the Premier League is executing better. Eddie Howe has worked his magic in midfield, creating the perfect balance between Bruno, Joelinton, and Sandro Tonali. The big shift, moving Tonali into a deeper role, has unleashed Guimaraes in attack, allowing him more freedom to push forward and influence the final third, and the results speak for themselves. Bruno has already scored twice and assisted 8 times this season. Only Jacob Murphy has managed more assists for Newcastle. But here's where it gets even more impressive. According to Squawka, Guimaraes has completed more accurate through balls than any other player in the Premier League. That's right, no one is threading the needle better than our Brazilian magician. The only player even close is Arsenal's Martin Odegaard, but even he's trailing behind Bruno. This stat perfectly highlights how vital Bruno has become in connecting our midfield and attack, with players like Alexander Isak and Anthony Gordon making those dangerous runs. It's often Bruno who picks out the killer pass to break down defences. His vision, technique, and ability to dictate play make him one of the most dangerous midfielders in the league. But let's not forget, his influence extends beyond the stats. Bruno isn't just a playmaker, he's a leader. He's become a fan favourite, a key figure in the dressing room, and someone who embodies the passion and fight that Newcastle United stands for. And now, Newcastle are looking to secure his future, with a new contract to put an end to any transfer speculation. Reports have suggested that Manchester City have been sniffing around, with Pep Guardiola, a known admirer of the Brazilian's talent. But Newcastle are determined to keep him at St James Park, offering a new deal that cements him as the club's top earner. Currently, he's on $160,000 a week, with a contract running until 2028. But the club is ready to improve his terms, to ensure he stays put, and it's not just Bruno's future being looked at. Alexander Isak is also set for contract talks at the end of the season. Newcastle are making it clear, this squad is built for success, and we're keeping our best players right here where they belong. So, Toonami, let's enjoy the brilliance of Bruno while we continue pushing towards our goals. With him pulling the strings in midfield and Newcastle fighting for Champions League football and silverware, the future looks bright. That's it for today's updates, Magpies. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll be back soon with more exclusive Newcastle United news. Take care, and as always, away the lads!